Do you run into situations like that where they're just like, I can't coach this guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you do under those circumstances?
So you really help somebody get to a choice point more quickly. My first alternative when you're having a difficult situation is to deal with that difficult situation.
Yeah.
If somebody's been working with me, I'm hoping the first question they're asking is, what could I, the manager, do differently?
Yeah.
What is it I'm not doing, or what is it I have been doing that may have been contributing, even unconsciously, to the situation?
Sure.
And so what might I need to be doing now? But Patrick, at the end of the day, you could do everything right and it's still not going to work if the person doesn't want to move. If somebody is so guarded that they aren't willing to admit that they still have, whatever you want to call it, a blind spot, a weakness, a capability gap,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to help them. So my goal there is to help you get to a choice point quicker.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I had another situation, later in my career with one of the companies I was running. I had an executive that came through an acquisition, ended up being a very senior position. I didn't feel like he could accomplish everything that I needed him to do, so I got him an executive coach,
Right.
Somebody that he liked.
Right.
So it was a dual decision. But kind of the assessment that the coach had at that point, and this guy is an excellent guy, by the way.
Yeah.
But he was not going to be able to get from point A to point B, where point B being where I needed him to be in any kind of reasonable time frame.
Right.
And those are always difficult situations, So it's, but that's kind of life sometimes. Do you run into those situations too, where you're like, hey, this guy's coachable, but in the time frame that you need me to get him to a certain place, I just don't think that I can get him there.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that, with kind of that person's boss, or the organization, or what kind of conversations? These are difficult conversations.
These are really difficult conversations, and I want to assess two things. One, obviously, I want to assess the individual. What is their current capacity? What are they capable of doing? What might they have some struggles dealing with, etc. But you also want to understand both their current and their near future job requirement. What's the level of complexity that's a part of that requirement?
Yeah.
If the two don't match up, the question is, can I help this person grow in this whatever time frame is? And we'll say 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever.
Right.
Can I help them get there considering the complexity they're under, or are they truly just in over their head? And they may one day get there, but not in the next few months.
Right.
In which case, I'll tell the person.
Okay.
And then the challenging thing is maybe we need to reset expectations about what you need that person to do. Because again, they may bring some great talent that's useful to the company, but maybe their path right now isn't the right path.